Tuesday's Tips and Tricks.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Tuesday's Tips and Tricks. I'm Chelsea.
I'm Nathaniel.
And today is all about container water gardening. We're going to show you how to make an awesome container water garden that you can enjoy at your home.
And they're great for setting on patios or balconies of apartments, any small space in your garden or outdoor space where you want a little bit more life from the sound of water added to the garden.
Let's get to it.
And this is our container. You might remember it from last year. It's like a double sink basin type galvanized container. In ours, we will put a betta fish, so you can add a little fish friend to your little container garden if you want. But this is a lot of fun. You can really use any container you have that'll hold water, as long as it's not like covered in some toxic grease or something like that. So make sure it's clean, but as long as it holds water, you should be able to use it. We'll use some well gravel here as planting media for our container garden. You could also use like an aquatic planting media that we sell. And then right below Chelsea's feet is the stone we'll use to build a retaining wall for our container garden. And we'll show you all that along the way.
All right, so next we're going to build up a retaining wall here that will hold all the gravel that we're going to plant in. And then this area down here is going to be open for the fish or whatever we want to have down there. So let's get to it. So we have our retaining walls, and now we just need to backfill back here. And we'll fill it with gravel, and then we'll get to planting.
So we got filled in behind our retaining wall with gravel. That's going to be our planting media. And then I also picked out this fun piece of driftwood. You could always use this in a neat water feature. And we're going to put this here in the corner to finish out this retaining wall. But because these are side by side, that's almost going to be a feature for both planters here. Now we're ready to plant.
But next is the fun part, the plants you get to put inside of the container water garden. So we're gonna go through and pick out what we like. So there's two little sink trough things. So he gets to decorate one and I get to decorate the other. So now we just get to have a little fun picking out what we're gonna put in there. All right, so in our little retaining area, we didn't fill it all the way with gravel because we knew we were going to plant in it, and it's kind of hard to dig it all out. So that being said, I'm going to start placing where I'm thinking the plants are going to go. So I got two different kinds of papyrus. This one's a dwarf papyrus. It's a little more spindly and like dainty looking. And then I got this big Anka Chanka here. They're going to go together like this. So it kind of fills up the space. So I think I'm going to put them back here in this corner. And then I have this beautiful, what is this called? African sunset canna. It has this beautiful variegation. I'm going to put this here, I think. So we've got something really tall. This is going to get tall. And then I got something a little lower to contrast with the red and the green. Got this nice yellow that I'm going to go here, and it's going to spill over the rocks here. Then I got this fun little dwarf horsetail. I'm going to put it back here to tie in some more green. And then I've got this beautiful Joseph's coat. Look at those pinks. It's like neon almost.
Yeah, those are stunning.
So pretty. And that's going to tie in with the canna. And I'm going to put that in this corner here. And you can see how that kind of goes over and kind of trails over the side. So that's the plan there. I might find a piece of stone or some other kind of hardscape that I'll put in the middle somewhere. But as of right now, that's my plan. Now let's check out Nathaniel's plan.
I've got a bunch of plants here as well. I grabbed a star grass, so another grassy type sedgy plant with the white flowers on it. That's going to go right here. And again, we're kind of building this middle up and tapering down. You might remember this from our potted plant tips and tricks where we showed you guys how to plant up a professional looking flower pot. Where you have your thrillers, so your tall stuff like this gorgeous dark Australia canna. He's going right here. Kind of separates the green from Chelsea's side and the green on my side. I've got this loose strife here, variegated golds and kind of oranges, a lot of different colors in this. It's going right here.
And these are his fillers.
Yep, slash spill. It kind of does both.
And then we got a spiller here.
Yep. I've got a really nice dwarf horsetail as well. We really like these. These are a lot of fun. They have the same appearance as the regular horsetail, but in miniature. So that's going to go there. And then in the back, I've got a Mexican Petunia or water bluebell. This one's going to have pink flowers. It's going to sit right back here. It'll end up being about 2 foot tall later on.
So here is the big plan, and now we're going to plant it in. As you're planting, this is a great time to trim off decaying leaves, broken stems, and anything else that just doesn't look great before you plant them into your bog. This allows for new healthy and undamaged foliage to take its place, and it's easier to see when you're up close and personal with your plants. It's a little more difficult once everything is crammed together in the bog.
All right, so now that we've got this all planted, we need to fertilize these. That's going to be absolutely necessary in this setup since we use gravel. There's no nutrients in the gravel, so you've got to add fertilizer. We're just going to use these lily tablets and push them down in the gravel with our fingers.
So the only thing to do next is to fill it with water. Now, we have well water, so we don't normally have to deal too much with chlorine. But if you have chlorinated water using city water, we would recommend dechlorinating. It's going to be better for the plants, and if you have fish, obviously it won't kill them if you do that. And then our only other suggestion is, when you're filling it up, fill it up slowly, and try not to I usually like to put it against the side of the tub so that it's not shaking everything up and stirring all the dirt and stuff. And then it'll be clearer when it's done.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yes.
If we have inspired you and you would like to make your own container water garden, feel free to bring your container to Scenic, pick out some plants and hardscape to take home and set up for yourself. All right, everybody, that's your Tuesday's tips and tricks. We'll see you next week. Tuesday's tips and tricks.
Yeah.